Most men think getting stronger means lifting heavier weights, buying more equipment, or spending more time in the gym. But Navy SEALs learned something different. When your life depends on your body, you don't train for looks. You train for strength that works in the real world. The problem is that after some years, most men start losing mobility, balance, grip strength, and muscle without even realizing it. Joints get stiffer, energy drops, simple movements become harder than they used to be, and no machine in the gym can fully fix that. Today, I'm going to show you 4 Navy SEAL exercises that rebuild your body from the ground up. These movements strengthen your joints, improve mobility, rebuild your core, increase grip strength, and restore the kind of functional power most people lose with age. The best part? You don't need a gym, expensive equipment, or hours of training. Just these 4 exercises. Make sure you watch until the end because the last exercise might be the most powerful full-body movement you've never considered adding to your routine. And if you're serious about staying strong, mobile, and independent for decades to come, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. Exercise 1. The dead hang. Find a pull-up bar, a door frame bar, or a sturdy tree branch. Grab it with both hands and hang. No kipping, no pulling, no swinging. Just you and gravity doing the work. That's the dead hang, and it's one of the most powerful things a man over 35 can do for his body. Here's why. Every year you spend sitting at a desk, in a car, or on a couch, the vertebrae in your spine compress down on each other. The shoulder stabilizers that protect your rotator cuff go quiet from disuse. The muscles around your thoracic spine, the upper and mid-back, shorten and tighten until your posture starts folding forward. You don't notice it day to day. You notice it when you reach for something overhead and your shoulder doesn't move the way it should. That's not aging, that's the chair catching up with you. Hanging reverses that. Your body weight creates traction through the spine and the shoulder joints simultaneously. The shoulder gets loaded through complete elongation, a range most men never access at the gym. There's also this. Grip strength is one of the strongest predictors of cardiovascular health and all-cause mortality in men. Not a gym metric, a health signal. The research on this is consistent, and it goes back decades. When your grip gets weaker, something else is usually getting weaker too. To start, you don't need to clear the floor. Feet lightly touching counts. 5 seconds counts. The goal isn't to impress anyone, it's time under tension, getting the nervous system to accept the position and stop fighting it. Most men feel their shoulders open up within the first week, the upper back loosens, posture shifts without trying. That's the spine decompressing, not a coincidence. And here's the mental piece. The urge to drop comes well before your muscles actually fail. That gap between "I want to quit" and "I actually can't hold on" is exactly where adaptation happens. Every second you stay past that urge, your body is relearning something it forgot. Stay in the gap. Exercise 2. The 4-count SEAL burpee. The standard burpee gets a bad reputation, mostly because people do it wrong. They jump, they thrash, they reward speed over control, and then wonder why their wrists and knees hurt. The SEAL version strips all of that out. 4 counts. Hands down to the floor, feet back to a plank position, feet back in, stand up. That's it. No jump required to get the benefit. You can step the feet instead of hopping them, and the movement still does exactly what it's supposed to. Slower is harder here, not easier. Control costs more than momentum. What SEALs actually use this for isn't cardiovascular fitness points. It's coordination, the ability to move the entire body as one connected unit under fatigue. That's a skill, and it's one most men quietly lose after 35 without noticing until something goes wrong. The plank position inside the movement is where a lot of the real work happens. Your glutes, hamstrings, and spinal erectors all have to fire together to hold you stable. A machine never asks for that because a machine provides the stability for you. Your body has to do it here. Even 3 or 4 slow reps will spike your heart rate. Short bursts of this kind of full-body effort support metabolic health without the cumulative joint stress that comes from running long distances on pavement, which is a trade-off worth understanding if your knees have history. Watch for asymmetry when you do this. If the movement feels choppy on one side, if one hip dips in the plank, or if the transition from floor to standing feels off balance in a particular direction, that unevenness is a gap. Gaps are where injuries find you. The burpee doesn't create the problem, it exposes what's already there, which means finding the gap now is actually the best possible outcome. Exercise 3. The hollow body hold. Lie on your back. Press your lower back completely flat into the floor, not just resting, actively press down. Arms go overhead, legs lift to roughly 45 degrees. Hold it without your lower back peeling off the ground. If your lower back lifts within the first 10 seconds, your anterior core is disconnected. That's the real diagnostic here. Not how long you lasted, but whether you could keep the spine flat at all. Years of sitting create anterior pelvic tilt. The hip flexors shorten and pull the pelvis forward. The lower back arches to compensate, and the deep abdominal muscles stop contributing because they don't need to. The body adapts to the chair. The chair essentially outsources your core's job, and after enough years of that, the core forgets it ever had one. This move reverses that. SEALs use the hollow body hold because it builds what trainers call the chassis, a rigid, stable midsection that makes every other movement more controlled. You can't fake it with momentum. Either the lower back stays down or it doesn't. Start with knees bent to reduce the load, arms by your sides if needed. Find the position where the lower back stays flat and hold that. Work towards 30 seconds with straight legs and arms extended overhead, but the quality of the hold matters far more than the duration. If your lower back peeled off the floor just now, that's not a failure. That's your body telling you exactly what's been quietly breaking down for years. And when you know where the problem actually lives, fixing it stops feeling impossible because you're not guessing anymore. Exercise 4. The farmer's carry. Pick up something heavy in both hands and walk. Dumbbells, water jugs, grocery bags. The implement doesn't matter much. The movement does. The farmer's carry is the most underestimated move in this entire list, and it's not close. In one exercise, you're training grip endurance, postural stability, gait coordination, and core anti-rotation all at the same time, all under real load. No machine touches that combination because machines eliminate the instability that forces those systems to work together. The machine does the balancing for you, which means your body never learns to do it itself. Carrying weight while staying upright is something the human body was literally built to do. It's also one of the first things that quietly degrades when men stop doing physical work. The shoulders start to round forward, the lower back sways with each step, the grip fatigues faster than it should. None of it feels dramatic until one day you're carrying something awkward and something gives. Here's the diagnostic. If your shoulders roll forward during the walk, or your lower back starts swaying side to side, the core stability from the hollow body hold hasn't transferred to movement yet. The carry exposes that gap immediately. That's useful. It tells you exactly what still needs work. Start with a short distance at a controlled pace, shoulders back, ribs down, eyes forward. Build distance before you build weight. The carry should feel like controlled effort, not a fight to stay upright. Together, the hollow body hold and the farmer's carry address the two biggest structural failures in men: a core that's gone offline from years of sitting, and the grip and postural endurance to hold it all together when the body's actually under load. One rebuilds the foundation, the other proves it's real. 4 moves. No gym, no machines. Dead hang for the spine and shoulders, the SEAL burpee for full body coordination, the hollow body hold to reconnect the core, and the farmer's carry to put it all under real load. Most men spend years looking for the perfect workout when what they really need is a body that can move, lift, carry, and perform without pain. These 4 Navy SEAL exercises do exactly that. They strengthen your grip, rebuild your core, improve your posture, restore mobility, and develop the kind of real-world strength that doesn't disappear the moment you leave the gym. Now here's your challenge. Do 1 round of all 4 exercises today. Write down how long you can dead hang, how long you can hold the hollow body position, and which exercise exposed your biggest weakness. Then commit to doing them consistently for the next 30 days. When those 30 days are up, come back to this video and compare your numbers. I think you'll be shocked by how much stronger, more mobile, and more capable you feel. And before you go, leave a comment below and tell me which of these 4 exercises was the hardest for you. I read every comment and I'd love to know where you're starting from. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe because every week we break down simple exercises that help you stay strong, mobile, and independent for life. Your future body is being built by the choices you make today. I'll see you in the next video.